Right, I'm doing something slightly different. I'm going to talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Just a few theories and what I think and stuff like that. So let's get started. The first thing, I'm not sure what's going to be visually seen here, but whatever. First thing I'll say is the announcement. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting the announcement for a new Pokemon series to perhaps come out in 2023. I expected the announcement to be sometime in November of this year, or whatever it was. So it came out a bit earlier than I thought. Then I worked out and thought that is about right. That is about right. It has been nearly 4 years since the last release of Sword and Shield, so it is about right. What do I think about it? Well, there's some theories that's taking place in a world that's similar to Spain. Country similar to Spain. Yeah, there'll be some Spanish things in it probably, but it's Pokemon, so it could be anything really. Open world, that would be cool. I played Arceus Legends. That was really cool. I love that actually. The only thing I'd say was because it was a side game, so there weren't any other cities you could go to or places and whatever. So it was like single city. But I love the game ultimately. This one to be an open world will be pretty cool. I'm already having ideas of what it'll be like and what we'll see and what sort of things will be around. So it's going to take place in a theoretical sort of Pokemon Spain sort of thing. Spain itself it's a hot country in the south. Lots of mixed culture because you've also got Portugal on the seaside, on the west side. You've got France and Andorra in the north, Morocco in the south, and of course if you go east you got Sardinia and Italy. There's another country there, or island there, I can't remember what it's called though. Spain itself, quite mountainous, so we'll probably see quite a few flying Pokemon and rock Pokemon and cave systems. I think there's a desert. Is there a part of desert in Spain? I can't remember. Yeah, there's a desert in Spain. I can't remember what it's called. It starts Terrace? I can't remember what it's called. But it's a desert, so fire Pokemon, ground types. There'll be no, this is just landscape by the way. There'll be obviously you've got the sea, so you have water and hot, sunny climate areas. You've got the Moorish culture. And you've got the Spaniards culture and the Portuguese culture if it takes place with all of them. I don't really want to talk too much about that because it's too much to talk about. The Pokemon themselves, well, I think before I get into the new ones, let's talk about the what will be in it. It'll be, I reckon you'll see a Tauros, because that seems like the bull, the Tauros. You might see a Buffalo, but that's not really that sort of region. That's more of an American Plains region. You'll see colourful Pokemon. Will we see an what's it called? Oricorio. You might see one of them. I know it's not quite the island stuff, but you might see it in terms of the red one, the yellow one, maybe. God, when you're sitting there trying to think of what Pokemon there'll be, it's quite daunting, really. new Pokemon. Let's go in reverse somewhat. Quaxly, duckling Pokemon. My first thought, was I dismissed it because it's a duck. I don't really care. You know, it's a water type duck, so I thought to myself, well, I'll be water flying maybe. But I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking water flying still a possibility, but I'm also thinking possibly water fighting. My theory is it's like a sailor sort of thing, and the Spanish back in the if we're taking Spain as its sort of base origin, as it were, the Spanish did lots of trading overseas and conquering lands overseas in the past, so a sailor makes sense in terms of the history that way. Fighting type only because, well, fighting type is because they were strong, physically strong, and did lots of fighting, I suppose. Actually, now I think, yeah, that's a stupid remark. But yeah, I'm not so keen on Quaxly. He doesn't resonate with me. I don't hate it, but it just looked a bit boring from my perspective. Perhaps its evolutions will look better. Next up, let's go for the Fuecoco, is it? I might have pronounced that wrong, but whatever. I like it. No, it reminds me, give me Gibble vibes in a while, so yeah, that short sort of stumpy Pokemon. It's designed with like a pepper sort of theme, which is typical sort of maybe hot food, Spanish hot peppers. That's where I think, I know some people have said like Fuecoco should be a fire, or some people have said fire grass, which I think, why? Because that won't happen. I've seen people say fire dark. Possibly don't see where you're getting the darkness from. He's quite laid back to Croc. Fire dragon, no. Yes, I know it's a crocodile. I'm saying fire water because it's a crocodile. No, what the hell are people on about? It'll be, I think, based on its design and based on the region and what I think, fire ground. My theory, for the most part, the fire part is the technical part of it. That's the pepper. The pepper is hot because it's designed to look vaguely like a pepper in terms of its shape. That's the hot part. The ground I've taken pretty much solely from, well, not solely, totally, some parts from its design. It's got stumpy feet, strong stumpy legs, which tends to go well with ground Pokemon. It's also, Spain is a mountainous country with desert. It fits that theme as well for ground. I mean, yeah, you could say rock, but rock has a potential, but I think ground is more suited towards it. And yeah. Alright, next one. I'm not entirely certain I'll get this pronunciation right. I think it's Sprigatito, possibly. I love this design. I love the little cute cat. I know people have said it's like a Litten 2.0, but I like it. My first thoughts when I looked at the design, looking at the cheeks and the eyes and the face sort of expressions, my initial thought was, hey look, it's an Esper. Which makes me immediately think, well, it'd be a grass psychic type. Which I would like actually, because we don't actually have any grass psychic types apart from Execute and Executor. You've got some legendaries, mythicals that are grass psychic, like Celebi and Calyrex, whatever it's called. But you haven't got any generally normal Pokemon that are grass psychic. They're the Execute and Executor are the only ones. Which is just shocking to me, because I thought there was more than that. But no, we have grass fairies, and I wouldn't be surprised or even sad it was a grass fairy. I'd prefer if it was a psychic, because that just looks. No, that's what jumps at me. The pinky purpley eyes. No, its whiskers too much esprit, whatever. So I'd like that. Esper, psychic cat. It should, as I agree with most people, remain a quadruped, or stay on 4 legs. It shouldn't stand upright, because you've got to remember the other 2, I think, will stand upright of us. Although the fire one could end up still sort of like half quad and half bipedal. But I think the grass cat, should stay on all 4s. Keep the elegantness. It's taken, I think, design-wise, from a lynx, I think they are called in there. Quite a rare animal, I think. Mysterious. Can't really tell you anything about them. I mean, I suppose they do live in mountainous regions, so I suppose the cat could technically be rock or ground. It doesn't suit its slim build though. I think psychic will fit now. So grass psychic, fire ground, and water fighting or flying, whatever. I'm not sure why it's a duck. I'm not familiar with birds of Spanish area, so I can't really tell you much. Crocs, crocodiles from Spain. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know actually at all. In terms of the typings, I know some people say that the second type has to be in the duality of of all of them. So, i.e., a grass psychic has to be stronger than the psychic part would have to be stronger than the fighting type, and then the fighting type would have to be stronger than, well, it's not stronger than the ground type. It's not. But people say like, oh no, hell no, that has to be, that has to work like that. That's how Pokemon have done it, but they haven't. Of the second typing of the double typing, the steel type, the final second type, whatever I'm talking about. The second typing of Pokemon in the stars. Pokemon in the last 8 generations have only done it once in terms of getting a perfect loop, as I'd say. And that was the 6th gen. 4th gen, some people might argue this is, oh wait, they've all got dual typings that must fit. No, it doesn't. Water, steel, grass, ground, fire, fighting. Doesn't work. Fighting is strong against steel, but then so is ground, strong against steel. 6th gen, you had water, dark. Cool. Grass, fighting. And then fire, psychic. The dual typing worked because dark beats psychic, psychic beat fighting, fighting beat dark. It worked. That's the only time Pokemon have done that. 7th gen, the lower region, wasn't it? 7th gen you had, what was it? Letton was fire dark, grass ghost, and then water fairy. The loop doesn't work. Dark beats ghost, that's true, and fairy beats dark, that's true. But ghost doesn't have a advantage over fairy. It's just normal sort of damage, just no times 2. So there's no loop there. It's close, but there's no loop. Which brings me on to my theory that this Pokemon, at least this gen, won't have a perfect loop either. Because if it's grass, no, Sprigato, I don't know. When I hear of a word of that, I'll get it. Grass, Psychic. Fire, Ground. Nothing. Water, Fighting. Nothing. I know that's why it could be a water flying, in which case it wouldn't be doubly weak to grass type, so it could be water flying. Then flying is strong to grass, immune to ground. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I wanted to get it out before I heard too much more information. I should have recorded this ages ago, but I didn't. So, yeah, this is my theories and thoughts. Can't remember too much what I've said now. Never mind. Ta-ra.